Lots of new development happening in Queen Anne's County, and there with new development sometimes comes rumors. So we thought it was a great idea to get together with the commissioner. Thank you for joining us, Commissioner Corporino.
Thanks for having me, Bruce. I appreciate it.
Of course. And we thought we'd lay down some transparency and talk about what's going on.
Absolutely. I think it's important that whenever there's any new projects going on, that we're telling the county citizens about how it came to be and the benefits it's going to bring to them. And I think this is a really actually exciting project. I think once everybody finds out about it, they're really going to like it.
Yeah, and obviously it's on our screen. It's the Twin Pines Plaza.
Yeah.
It's kind of a multi-purpose building.
Right.
So tell us how this project came to pass.
Well, you know, you've probably heard during the comp plan that we have issues with sewer allocation. There's some people who don't like things being built on Ken Island. Most of the people on Ken Island want to see a lot more things built everywhere, and so we want to be able to bring that to them.
I have a petition here with over 1,000 people that believe we need more jobs, more growth on Ken Island. But we need more big box stores here, especially right on Route 50 and down Route 8.
Green energy, check. Bypassing Route 50 during weekend congestion, check. Yeah, it checks out. Besides, as we explained during the process, the comprehensive plan is more of a guidance document. Upon build out, we'll come back, revisit this plan, and we'll expect this area to become a bright red commercial and mixed-use development area.
This one's a self-contained project, right?
Right.
So they're able to process their own sewage, they're able to draw their own water, create their own electricity.
The geothermal portion of the power plant will have to provide power to the entire county. The building itself, all right, it's going to be powered by a Duracell battery. Boom.
All with just minimal disturbance to wetlands.
I'm James Birmingham III, Esquire. An amendment to a conservation easement in regards to a green energy project in the state of Maryland is what we have here today.
There's already steel in the air, so the construction is underway.
Right.
And most people are used to, you know, this process of notice, and you got to go through the planning commission and these stack meetings, and you know, those take a long time.
While some may call this a loophole, we think that is too negative of a term. When special regulations were required following the 1979 Three Mile Island incident, legislation dictated that preserved land would still be beneficial and protected as long as green energy solutions were constructed in its place.
Because it has a geothermal component, it is at the state level, it goes outside of planning and zoning.
That's wild. This was similar to Chesapeake College when they started geothermal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The bottom level is where the geothermal goes, right?
Right.
But as a result, you've already got the ground disturbance, so why not build up?
The first floor will have office space for the power plant workers, and planning and zoning required the second floor to be made completely of concrete.
Now, of course, we wanted everything to be safe. Now, while the building is technically 10 stories tall, a geothermal power plant will be built underground.
If our figures are correct, and they always are, Queen Anne's County should be in the black by 2037. Of course, that means there needs to be continued development, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
We're getting tons of interest from people in New York City that want to come down and buy these penthouses, right? So they can come down here on the weekends. There's going to be special access roads for them because they don't want to sit in the traffic, and I don't blame them.
Third floor is going to be commercial.
Yep.
So what kind of business are you hoping maybe we can get into there?
We need a couple more liquor stores.
Yeah.
So those will be in there. There'll be a couple of vape shops because I think people really don't have, it's kind of hard to find some around here. You want to see like Chipotle, some of those more high-end restaurants that people are used to seeing when they lived across the bridge. The local establishments are great, but you know, when you're really hungry, you want like a Ruby Tuesdays or something like that. On this top floor,
Yes.
Animal Sanctuary.
I heard about
Can
this.
you believe that?
I'm Luigi Salvatore. I'm with the Maryland Parks Regulation Advisory Board, or called PRAB. We're very excited to announce the top of the world animal park. The roof will be enclosed, wall to wall with float glass, and it will also be temperature controlled. There will also be benches and specific play areas for all your four-legged friends to be safe, or two-legged friends for like your ostrich or your penguin.
Some might think the logistics of putting a 10-story building on top of a power plant might seem illogical.
Darlene, how many legs does a monkey have?
A lot of people are going to be like, I don't know if I want to see this. But so the vent system for the steam is actually going to be away from the building.
It will have exhaust vents that'll be 200 yards away. Well, you ever been to MetLife Stadium? All right, that's 100 yards. Times 2, kid, that's how far they're going to be away. Go Jets. You ever seen a man throw a touchdown 200 yards? Aaron Rodgers will.
Because when you're spending $1.5 million for a penthouse,
Right.
you also don't want steam coming up, right? So it's going to go across underneath the access road, over towards where some of the older homes are, and that's where the venting will be offset from there, right? And it, looks just like fog in the mornings.
A lot of people are going to be worried about sight line. Am I going to see it from 50? Am I going to see it from my house? Do we know what we can expect from that yet?
The great thing about these condos is you're not going to be able to see them from Route 50. Hey, Darlene, could you put one of them little asterisks on there? Because you're definitely going to be able to see them from Route 50.
The more important thing is that when you're buying these units, you'll actually have a view over a lot of the existing projects that are already in Kent Island, so their view will be unobstructed. I think it's a good trade-off, right? Some obstruction of view, but that's what happens with progress.
Sure.
I don't really know what's going on. It's my first day, but even I can tell these are a bunch of fools.